Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this comprehensive tutorial, I will be guiding you through the step-by-step process of creating a functional backward pocket with buttons on your trousers. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced sewer, this video will equip you with the skills needed to add a touch of professional look to your trousers. In the course of this tutorial, I will be sharing with you the measurements needed in achieving a professional looking welt pocket. You will learn the proper techniques for cutting the welt, pocket bag, and the pocket facing. By the end of this video, you will have the confidence and knowledge to create your own back welt pocket with buttons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss my subsequent videos. And also, support my channel by watching ads on my videos. Please don't skip ads because this is one of the ways I get commission from YouTube. My name is Bolaji and this is Reggie School of Fashion. Okay guys, this video is going to be the continuation of my tutorial on how to sew a suit trousers with lining. In the first part of this tutorial, we've covered how to attach the lining together with the main fabrics. So this is how far we've gone in the first part of this tutorial. You can see we have the pocket fixed, we have the zipper attached. So these are fly zipper, the pocket, and the lining. In case you missed the first part of this tutorial, kindly check the description area below for the link to the video. So in the second part of this video, I will be showing you how to construct the back pocket of a suit trousers. Okay, so in doing this, I have the pieces with me which I will be using in constructing the welt pocket. I have two pieces for the welt because this is going to be a double welt pocket and the pocket is going to be with a button. So I cut out these pieces and I fused this properly with a cutting fusible interfacing. The measurement I used in cutting out my welt is 2 inches by 7 inches. So this is the wideness of my welt. The wideness of my welt is 7 inches. While the height of my welt, which is the same thing as the length, is 2 inches. Okay, so I fused this like so and I folded it in half and I gave it a press, so which brought out the shape I have at the edges. So I repeated the same process on the second piece. So what I have here is the same thing as what I have here. So after cutting out my welt, then I cut out the facing for the pocket bag. So inside the pocket, instead of seeing my pocket bag as a black lining, I will be seeing this piece of fabric, which is the same thing as what I'm using for my trousers. So I cut this out and I fused this as well with a fusible interfacing. The measurement I used in cutting out the facing is 2 inches by 7 inches. So which is the same thing as what I used in cutting out the welt. So I used 2 inches to 7 inches. You can cut yours to be longer than this if you wish. So instead of using 2 inches, you can decide to use up to 2.5 or 3 inches. So that is the maximum you can go. So for me, I used 2 inches for the length of the facing. So after cutting out the facing, then I cut out the pocket bag itself. So in cutting out the pocket bag, I cut this on fold, and the measurement I used in cutting this out is 7 inches. If I open it up, I have 14 inches. When I have it on fold, I have 7 inches, and the wideness for the pocket bag is 8 inches. So you can see what I have. So if I open it up, I will have 8 inches by 14 inches. On fold, 8 inches by 7 inches. So these are the pieces I cut out for the back pocket of my trousers. So now in constructing the back pocket, The first step is to construct the welt. So here are my welt pieces. I will be attaching this together with my trousers. Okay, so in doing this, the first step is to draw out my pocket opening. In drawing out my pocket opening, I will take my measurements from the waistline downward. I have to take this measurement on both sides of my trousers, purposely because the shape is not on a perfect straight line. You can see I have a slopy waistline for the back panel. So for this reason, I will need to turn this to the wrong side. This is the right side of my back panel. This is the right side of my back panel. While this is the wrong side of my back panel. I chalked the wrong side of my back panel. Okay, so from here I will measure 3.5 inches downward. I made this 3.5 inches purposely because I have my seam allowance of half of an inch added on the waistline. Okay, actually the standard measurement in between the waist and the pocket opening is 4.5 inches. Okay, but I use 3.5 inches because my trouser is going to be with a band and my band height is 1.5 inches. If I subtract 1.5 inches from 4.5 inches, I have 3 inches left. So I'm supposed to have 3 inches here, but because of my seam allowance of half of an inch, that was why I measured 3.5 inches. Then I'll come to the other side of the waist. I will measure the same 3.5 inches. Then I will make this a straight line. So now I will fold it like so, and I will take it to my ironing board, then iron out my lines. So by the time I iron this out, I will be able to see the line on the right side of my back panel. Okay guys, now I have this ironed out, and this is what I have after ironing. This is the wrong side of the back panel and this is the right side. Okay, so if I open this up now, I will be able to see my line clearly on the right side, so which will help me in drawing out the pocket opening. The easiest way to get your pocket opening is to take the measurement you have on the back panel of your trousers from the center to the side. So the center is the crotch side, while this is the outseam of the trousers. So I will take my measurement like so, then I will get the midpoint, so which I marked. So after getting the midpoint, then I will insert my pocket opening measurements on both sides of the midpoint. The standard measurement for trouser back pocket opening is 5 inches. So I will distribute the 5 inches on both sides of my mark points. Okay, 5 inches divided by 2 is 12.5 inches. So I will have 12.5 inches on this side and 12.5 inches on the other side. So from the center point I marked out, I will measure 2.5 inches forward. Okay guys, now I have my measurements marked out. From the center point which I marked, I measured 2.5 inches towards the outseam of the back panel. Then from the center point as well, I measured 2.5 inches towards the inseam of the back panel. So from this point to this point is my pocket opening. Okay, so now I will draw out my pocket opening line. So with the help of ironing I have on my back panel, then I can draw out my line easily. Okay, can you see what I have? So from this point to this point is 5 inches. The next step is to measure out the height of the pocket opening. The standard measurement for back trouser pocket opening is 1 centimeter, which is lesser than 1/4 of an inch. because I don't want this to be too wide, that was why I decided to use 1 centimeter. I love using 1 centimeter because it gives me the accurate height I want for the pocket opening. If I use 1/4 inch, it will be too much for my liking, so I decided to be using 1 centimeter, which has been working for me all this while. Okay, so 1 centimeter is not up to 1/4 inch. The centimeter side of your measuring tape is what you will be making use of. So this is the centimeter side and this is the inches side. All measuring tape has the centimeter side. So I will come to the marked point here. Then I will measure my 1 centimeter. Half centimeter is going to be below the line and half centimeter above the line. So I mean the center line I drew out. So from this center line downward, half centimeter. From the center line upward, half centimeter. Okay, so here is a point. Now if you are constructing your pocket, make sure you use a well sharpened chalk. If your chalk is blunt, you can make use of a pen. So the next step is to make this a straight line, this part and this part. So I'll be drawing this out with my pen because I don't want the line to be too wide. Okay guys, now that I have my pocket opening drawn out, as you can see, so the next step is to take this measurement forward by 3/4 inch, which is 0.75. So from the center line, I will measure 0.75 forward. Which is here. On the other side as well, 0.75 forward. Okay, then I will connect the 0.75 point to the 2 angles I have on my pocket opening, which is here, from this point to this place, then from here to here. Then on the other side, I will repeat the same process. Okay, so now this is what I have for my pocket opening. You can see the shape. So as we proceed in this tutorial, you will know the reason for this shape. So now that I have this done, the next step is to attach my welts. In order not to waste time unnecessarily or repeat videos, I already have a well-detailed tutorial on how to construct a welt pocket. I showed you into details how to attach this properly without having any issue, no squeezing of fabrics, no bulge on the pocket. In such a way you will have a very neat and flat welt. Okay, so I will be doing this off the camera because I don't want to repeat this anymore. So kindly check the description area below for the link to the videos. The videos are in 2 parts. You can as well decide to make your trouser pocket a single welt. The construction of the 2 types of welt are well explained in the video, the single welt and the double welt. So you can choose any of the 2 for your trouser back pocket. If you have not seen that video, kindly check the description area below for the link to the tutorial. So I will take this to my sewing machine now and I will construct my welt. So after which I will be back to show you the next step.